that I'm amazing. It's that they are amazing. And they make it just easy.
I don't think I've ever met a family that has so much respect for each other, and most importantly, so much love for their mother.
So guys, Preston, Paul, Michael, Paige, and Ed. You're not gonna believe this, but we're actually on our way to North Pole, Alaska.
Woo! Santa Claus!
Alaska! Amazing. Oh. You guys ever been to Alaska?
Never.
I've never been.
I know it's a long way away, but this is an incredible family. There's Betsy Rogers and her 8 kids.
Wow.
Then there's her brother Rob and his 3 kids, and all 13 of them are living in a 900 square foot house that's falling apart.
Oh.
Wow. Here, check it out.
Hi, we're the Rogers family.
I'm Andrew and I'm 7.
I'm Sam and I'm 14.
I'm Matthew and I'm 11.
I'm John, I'm 22.
I'm Lauren, I'm 16.
I'm Nick, I'm 18. I'm Patrick, I'm 20. I'm Uncle Rob, and I'm 34. This is Sharaya, she's 2.
My name is Junior. I'm 6.
This is Marcus, and he's 4.
Hi, I'm Betsy. I'm the mom.
It's 11 kids.
Let me tell you about Betsy Rogers. She's a single mom with a lot on her plate. She's raising 8 incredible kids, but that's not all. She also homeschools the young ones. At the same time, she's a teacher assistant at the local high school.
My husband and I lived together for 22 years, and then last February he moved to Twin Falls, Idaho. It's been difficult to adjust to the idea and to the reality that I'm a single woman. I've put off doing anything formal because I haven't wanted to stand before my children and say, you know, I failed.
So Betsy's job, well, it obviously doesn't pay much, but she loves it, and it keeps her close to her kids.
And somehow, each month, there's enough for the electric bill, and there's enough for the phone, and there's enough to eat, and honestly, I don't know. I mean, it works out.
I tell you, there's one thing I can say for the Rogers. They're about as tight as a family gets, and they're the kind of family that'll do anything for each other whenever they're in a time of need.
My mom got a call from my uncle, and he had a blood clot, and it was, I think, 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday, and he might not make it through the night.
Recently, Betsy's brother Rob was diagnosed with kidney failure. He couldn't work, and he needed help raising his kids. So without thinking twice, Betsy moved him and his 3 kids in with her family under one roof.
I am Betsy's brother. I was adopted when I was 12 days old. The kind of person Betsy is someone would think of other people before herself.
I knew that we needed to be able to do this. And I feel bad for him that I couldn't give him more, that the house is a mess, and this is leaking, and this falls down, and that he has really very little space. But, you know, there isn't somewhere else to live, and this is what we want to do. And they're my nephews and my niece and my brother, and there weren't any doubts or question about what to do.
So now, the house that wasn't even big enough for a family of 9 is housing 13 people. 13.
Whoa.
And they're literally living on top of each other. And the house is falling apart.
Both the shower and the sink, like some of the water drains out, and some of the water goes through leaks in pipes and sinks underneath the house. The floor, because of the bad drainage, is it's getting real soggy and soft. Our water pump that works on a sometimes basis in the wintertime, the pump freezes or the pipes freezes, and we'll have days without running water.
I worry less in the summer, but I worry. I worry that the floor is just gonna go. The one more good rain and the roof in the bedroom, Rob's gonna be asleep and the ceiling's gonna come down on him, and we cannot go into the winter the way it is.
She does really worry about the kids, especially in the winter when it's 50 below. You've got gaps in the windows and holes in the ceiling, that cold air is coming in.
The love it's perfect here. It's just the house that we're not happy with.
We'd love to see you again. Peace.
We're coming, gang, we're coming.
Good morning, Rogers family! Betsy, John! Here you help.
We
get smothered, sometimes literally, with love. And this time, we almost got tackled and driven into the ground.
London, mate, London. Australian, I don't know about you. How you feeling? Overwhelmed. A little bit.
Yeah. It's so striking to meet a family like this because they're all over each other. They're all over us. I mean, you just feel the love being around them. Oh my God.
How you doing, sweetheart?
So we've got Betsy and her 8 kids, and then her brother Rob. Now, Rob was having problems with his health. He needed somewhere to go with his 3 kids, and he turned to Betsy. She didn't even think twice.
So it's day 3, and basically we're pouring a foundation for this house. But since we're in Alaska where it gets 50 below in the winter, we're doing things a little differently.
We want to make sure this family is never cold again. So we're doing something pretty special. We're giving them radiant floors.
This is tubing that we're actually run a fluid called glycol through. Glycol is kind of like an antifreeze. And by basically heating the flooring, it'll save you money because you don't have to turn up the thermostat. So we're saving energy. We're not exactly saving time, but in the end, we're gonna save this family's life because when it gets that cold, this house is gonna be very warm.
I think the first realization that we had is obviously we need to make a big house. 13 people living in 900 square feet is a lot. So we're going up and we're going big, 4,800 square feet. That means each one of these people will have 370 square feet to stretch out in.
Okay, now the first wall is going up in place, and right here, in front of these 2 double French doors looking out to the back garden, is my dining room table.
Here's the one thing that I think is really, really important to this family. They've never had a dining room table that everybody could sit down and have a meal together. Well, Ed's gonna change that. He's gonna build this gigantic table for them, so when they come home, they can all sit down together.
All 13 family members can stand around it, plus 3 of their friends, because it's gonna be seating for 16.
Yo, Michael.
Yo.
So listen, I think I figured out where we can find the stones for the backsplash.
Awesome.
We've had a plan all week to try and bring in as many natural elements as we can around Alaska to the house. So I think we can get to this place and be back in 2 hours. Michael had an idea about doing a backsplash in the kitchen that was made out of stones indigenous to the area. I think the best place to get this is to go right to the heart.
And Ty's like, we're gonna go to a glacier a few hours away in a park and pick up some rocks. Unbelievable! For a minute, you think it's not real. You're like, is this the penguin exhibit?
Look at that solid ice. That's solid ice.
Look at the color of that,
the
too,
blue.
that blue.
Let's get some rocks.
Look at all this.
Okay, so show me what we're looking for here.
Like, see, this size is really good and it's flat.
Okay.
So these, you know, we can grout those in.
Right.
And then I've got some glass and marbles I'm gonna mix in to give it a really organic vibe.
You thirsty?
A little bit.
Let's get a drink. It's cold. Good stuff, huh?
So we both like stick our faces in this ice cold water stream, and it was the most amazing natural moment.
God, that's good.
All right, let's go get some more rocks.
So good, Michael.
Ty?
You gotta have some of this. Michael, you gotta have some.